Welcome, Radiant Soul. Something opens on May 1st. Something that's been waiting for you for longer than you probably even know. The Scorpio Full Moon rises on an axis that is entirely yours. The axis where worth and transmutation meet. Where what is inherently ours remembers itself in the underworld that composts everything else. This portal sits at a cross-quarter threshold. Sacred fire runs beneath this water. Let that simply hum in the background of what we do here. Now, this is not a meditation. This is an attunement, a transmission for the part of you who learned to earn it. The one who learned that worth had to be produced, that support had to be deserved, that love arrived only when you've done enough to call it down. If that one is listening through your body right now, they are already beginning to exhale. Now just know that you will receive only what your soul is ready for within this activation. No more and no less. And every time you return to this activation, it will meet you at a new octave. So find your position now, either seated or lying down if that's more supportive. Let your spine soften. Let your jaw release. Let your eyes drift closed. And if you're open to receive what wants to arrive throughout this activation, the light codes, the Reiki energy, simply say yes in your mind's eye now. Beautiful. Now let's begin by calling your energy back. All of it. From every place you've left it. Every thread you've extended outward in the hope that something might return along with it. Call it back from the people who never knew how much you were giving. Call it back from the rooms you walked into and began performing inside of before you even sat down. Call it back from tomorrow, from last week, from the conversations you've rehearsed in your head and that never actually happened. Let it all just come home. Breathe in. And exhale, letting it be just a little longer than your inhale. And again, breathe in. And exhale longer. One more time. Breathe in. And exhale. Now, as we go forward, imagine with each exhale that the density that isn't yours is lifting out of your field. The borrowed urgency, borrowed timelines, the static of everyone else's expectations that you've been carrying as if they were your own. It isn't. So let it lift. The Aureya current begins to move now. Warm, golden, and unhurried. She has no opinion about how quickly you soften. She has no timeline for your release. She simply arrives the way she always arrives, like the warmth returning to a room that you forgot was cold. Let her fill you from the crown down through your shoulders, through your chest, into your belly, into the base of you. You are being held by something you don't have to earn. The Oversoul of Aureya has always been here from the first breath. She is the axis itself, the living current that runs through everything that follows. And now Hestia arrives. She tends the hearth at the center of you, the flame that was always lit, that has never once gone out, even in the seasons you forgot to check on it. She will stay. She will stay through everything we're about to do. And Archangel Michael steps into the doorway, not as a guard who keeps you out, as a guardian who walks with you. What we're about to do is go beneath. Not into anything dark, though it may look dark from the surface. We are going into the underworld that remembers, not the underworld that punishes. This Scorpio full moon is here guiding us. And Scorpio is not about punishment. Scorpio is the sacred composting ground, where what is no longer alive is returned to the soil, so that something truer can take root. We are going to meet someone here, someone who has been carrying you for a very long time. Someone who learned that if they held it all together, nothing bad would happen. Someone who learned that if they earned enough, they might finally be allowed to rest. If your soul is ready, we begin the descent. Let yourself go down. This is not a fall, it's a descent. Like walking down slowly a spiral staircase into the chamber beneath the hearth. The air is warm down here. The light is golden and low. Your breath is safe here. And in the center of this chamber, when we arrive, they are waiting. It's you. And it may be you at a very specific age. It may be a composite presence, someone who looks like all the ages at once. It may be a feeling more than a form. Let them arrive as they arrive. But look at them. Look at what they've been carrying. The effort, the performance, the constant reading of the room, the low-grade vigilance that never, ever turned off. They have been holding so much. This is the one who learned that love had a price tag. The one who learned that safety came to those who earned it. The one who became the useful one, the capable one, the one who never needed anything. Whatever shape they wear for you, the overachiever, the fixer, the one who held it all together, the one who was always fine, they are the same soul. They are the one who learned to earn it. Let yourself feel how tired they are. Not in a way that breaks you, in a way that finally lets them be seen. They're not failing. They're not doing anything wrong. They carried you until you were ready to be carried by something else. And now Sekhmet arrives. She is the fire that transmutes, the lioness who has walked this ground longer than memory. She doesn't come to burn anything away in anger. She comes to receive what is ready to be composted. Her fire is the fire of the earth beneath the earth, the fire that turns old bone into soil. If you're ready to begin this releasing, take a slow breath. And let it come. Archangel Michael raises his sword, not against anything, toward the cords that bound this one you've been carrying to a system they never chose. Speak these words with me in your mind's eye or in a whisper. I revoke all contracts, vows, and agreements. In this lifetime and every other, that bound my worth to what I could produce, perform, or prove. I release every lineage cord that taught me love must be earned. I release every inherited pattern that made me the holder of what wasn't mine to carry. I revoke every vow I ever made, spoken or unspoken, to be smaller, to be quieter, to be useful, to be good. In exchange for safety, in exchange for love, in exchange for a place at the table. I return this pattern to the soil that composts it. I place it in Sekhmet's fire. I let it go. Whatever is leaving now has permission to leave. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to name it. You don't even have to remember where it came from. Your body knows. Your soul knows. Sekhmet knows. So let it go. And now something arrives that has been waiting beneath for as long as you've been performing above. She has many names. Some traditions call her the Dark Mother. Some call her the Queen of the Underworld. Some have no name for her because naming her felt too big. Here, in this chamber, she is simply the one who receives. She is the one who knows how to hold a body through this kind of passage. She's not afraid of what fell from you. She's not afraid of what was composted. She kneels and gathers it, the contracts, the vows, the earned self, and everything they carried. And she holds it the way the earth holds a seed. This is the turn. The one you've been carrying did not fail you. They were never a mistake. They were the shape your soul took until your soul was ready to stop having to take that shape. They carried you here. Let them be honored in the composting. What was spent earning becomes the soil that your inherent worth will root in. Good. Your body is lighter now. Something you were hauling has been set down. Not pushed away, not buried in shame, but set down on sacred ground and received. So now it's time to begin the rise. Not away from the descent. The descent stays with you. It's in your cells now as remembrance, not as weight. Begin to rise back toward the hearth. And as you rise, Hestia's flame is brighter now. Not because she added anything, because you can finally see what was always lit. This is the flame of your inherent worth, the flame that needed nothing from you, the flame that never required a single act of earning to keep burning. Stay here for a moment. Let yourself be warmed by something you didn't have to build. Let yourself be held by a fire you did not have to feed. This was always yours. You were never separate from it. You simply forgot because you had to, because the world you arrived into required you to forget in order to survive. But you're remembering now. Receive these words breath by breath and let each one land before the next one arrives. I was never a transaction. I was never a performance. I don't have to earn what is already mine. My worth was never in question. It was only ever waiting to be remembered. I am allowed to rest here. I am the worth that was always here. I am held by something I don't have to earn. Begin the final rise, not carrying the earner, carrying the soil. Feel the Taurus current beginning to move through you, the current of inherent, rooted physical worth. The worth that lives in bone and breath, the worth that needs no proof. That's where we are right now with this sun in Taurus. Let the energy descend from the crown through the throat, through the heart, through the solar plexus, through the sacral, into the root. Golden light threading down like roots into warm earth. Gaia is here now. She's been here all along. And she receives your roots into her body without a single question. She was never going to make you earn your place here. You already have one. You always had one. Feel yourself planted. Feel yourself rooted. Feel yourself belonging to the earth simply because you're on it. We now thank our allies. Gratitude to Sekhmet for the fire that received. Gratitude to Archangel Michael for walking the threshold and cutting the cords. Gratitude to the Dark Mother for the sacred composting. Gratitude to Hestia for the flame that never went out. Gratitude to the Oversoul of Aureya for holding the entire axis. The field seals, your body is sealed, your soul is sealed. What was received stays with you. Allow yourself to come back slowly. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll your shoulders gently if that feels good. Let your breath deepen. Let your body remember the room. And when you're ready, softly open your eyes. Now you may feel tender. You may feel quieter than before. You may even feel a strange lightness you don't have language for yet. That's the composting. That's the soil forming and the inherent worth beginning to root in the ground that was finally cleared for it. Now, this transmission will meet you at a different layer each time you return. The one who had to earn it doesn't fully dissolve in a single portal. They soften in waves. They release in seasons and return to the soil one contract at a time. So each time they release another thread, another inch of inherent worth roots deeper within you. You're not the one who had to earn it anymore. You were the one they carried here so you could remember. Now, before you return fully, there's one last thing to offer you. If what moved through you tonight has stirred something that wants to keep moving, something that wants to root deeper, or wants to continue the composting over the next cycle of your life, there is a doorway waiting. It's called Return to Flow. This is my 21-day attunement to the Aureya current of inherent worth, the same current that held you through this descent. It meets you where this transmission leaves, and it continues the remembering in daily, gentle, embodied waves until the inherent worth you touched tonight becomes the ground that you stand on. Now, this is not for everyone. It's for the soul who's ready to live inside what they just received. If it's yours, your body already knows. The link is waiting in the description below. There's no urgency or timeline to begin, only the quiet knowing of whether this is the doorway your soul is asking for next. Thank you for receiving what you received tonight, Radiant Soul. Thank you for saying yes to the descent. Thank you for letting yourself be met by something truer than the one who had to earn it. You are loved. You are held. You are home.